name is April, and I work with the Future Fiction Press and the Future Fiction Academy as an editor. I wanted to begin a series to discuss self editing of your AI prose. Since at the Future Fiction Academy we teach you multiple ways to generate your first draft with AI, we will have classes on editing with AI. I'm sure there's prompts out there and agents you can make, but I just wanted to show you some self editing that you can do for number one, to be sure that you read your first draft that AI gives you, that you understand some things that it does and why, and that you do fix them. You don't leave these things on the page for readers. Now, cliches are descriptions that AI likes to put into writing because humans put it into writing. It was trained on our writing, so we can't fault it for doing the things that we do. Um, and the way that we can fix it is basically very simple. This is some simple self editing help, and hopefully, it will give people some ideas on ways that they can continue to self edit as we go along in this series. Now, I'm in Raptor Write because I love Raptor Write. This is our new Raptor Write. I think it's V.1, but in any case, it's much improved. We love it, and our team has done a wonderful job on it. So there are there's the revise button when you highlight um, your text that you would like to have revised or rewritten. But I'm going to start out reading it, which is the first thing you should do is read the first draft you get, okay, of your AI prose. So we start with chapter 1, An Evening at Waverly House. The gas lamps cast a warm glow over the dining room as the Ashford family gathered for their evening meal. Crystal glasses sparkled like diamonds in the flickering light, and the mahogany table stretched before them like a polished mirror. There's two cliches right away in the first paragraph. I simply cannot believe what Mrs. Pemberton wore to the Hendricks luncheon, Cordelia announced, her dark eyes dancing with mischief as she unfolded her napkin with practiced grace. At 22, she was the eldest of the three sisters, and she wore her position like a crown. There we go. Dancing with mischief, like a crown. Her father, Theodore Ashford, exchanged a knowing glance with his son across the table. Edmund, at 25, had learned long ago that dinner with his sisters was an exercise in endurance. Do tell, Grandmother Ashford said, her silver hair gleaming in the candlelight. She sat ramrod straight at the foot of the table, her eyes sharp as a hawk's despite her 70 years. I do so enjoy hearing about Margaret Pemberton's questionable taste. Grandmother, Theodore said, though his mustache twitched with barely concealed amusement. Oh, don't grandmother me, Theodore. I've earned the right to be catty at my age. I love grandmother. The twins, Beatrice and Vivian, leaned forward in perfect unison, a habit that had unnerved their governesses for 18 years. Though identical in appearance, with their honey-colored hair and rosebud lips, their temperaments could not have been more different. Beatrice was quiet as a mouse, while Vivian was bold as brass. So we've had one, two, three, like 5 or 6 cliches, maybe more, in these few paragraphs. So what I want to do is first show how you could do this with Raptor Write, and then how you could just do it yourself, just going along with me. So I want to highlight this first paragraph. Now, when you are generating prose in Raptor Write, it will give it to you in this window, and you would need to go to the bottom and give it an approval, thumbs up. If you don't, it's going to just go away and you'll have to start over. But you could Control Z, which is what I do when I do that. Now we're going to go revise here, and I'm going to tell Raptor Write that please rewrite the above, removing and limiting cliches for better for a better reading experience. Now, I'm not the greatest at prompting. Let's see what happens. My model settings, I'm using Claude Sonnet 4 since it is historical fiction. tokens, temperature, all that set. Reasoning effort, I want it to have some reasoning. Now, I'm going to set it at high reasoning. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's try it. The best thing about Raptor Write with revising is you hit run revision and it runs here in your revision text box. So you see it first. It's giving us gas lamps now. The gas lamps illuminated the dining room as the Ashford family gathered for their evening meal. Crystal glasses caught and refracted the flickering light, and the mahogany table's polished surface reflected the amber flames dancing above. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this. I'm going to let it replace my text. Okay, if you are not happy with your revision, you can hit regenerate. Okay, or you can cancel the whole thing and back out. I'm going to hit replace. That's going to replace my first paragraph. So let's do that. Now, let's put it in, and I'm going to have to fix my paragraph there. But the gas lamps illuminated the dining room as the Ashford family gathered for their evening meal. Crystal glasses caught and refracted the flickering light, and the mahogany table's polished surface. I'm going to take this out. I'm just going to do it. Blamed is what we're going to go with, because that's just too wordy for me, even for historical fiction. Let's move on down. Here we're going to go to, I'm going to leave her dark eyes dancing with mischief, because that kind of gives us a description of Cordelia's character. So I'm going to leave that there, since I've removed some things in the previous paragraph. But I am going to go down here. She wore her position like a crown. I'm going to highlight the sentence because I don't want it to rewrite the whole thing. I'm just going to go by sentence level here. And I'm going to say, rewrite this sentence to give the same feeling, but without the use of like a crown. Let's take that period out. We don't need that. Okay, let's try this again and see what happens. We're going to run our revision. At 22, she was the eldest of the three sisters, and she carried her position with unmistakable authority. I love that a lot. That's perfect. We're going to replace the text with that. So, she did that. We don't have to fix any paragraphs like before. Her father, Theodore Ashford, exchanged a knowing glance with his son. Okay, Edmund's fine. With an exercise in endurance is fine to leave. That's perfectly fine for historical fiction. Do tell, Grandmother Ashford said, her silver hair gleaming in the candlelight. She sat ramrod straight at the foot of the table, her eyes sharp as a hawk, despite her 70 years. So I want this ramrod straight, sharp as a hawk. I'm going to do the revise again, and I'm going to say, in this sentence, retain the description of the grandmother as a sharp and witty woman without the use of cliches. Here we go. Let's roll the dice and see what we get. She sat ramrod straight at the foot of the table, her eyes holding a glittering intelligence that 70 years had only sharpened to a finer edge. I love it. Sorry, I'm reading so fast. I'm trying to get to the end because I like it so much. We're going to replace the text there. Let's see. Do tell. She sat ramrod straight. I like that part. Okay, so that's it. That's all for today. I thank you so much for taking your time to come in and see what it is we're going to do with self-editing. Every Sunday, I plan on having a short little 5 to 10 minute video to share with you to help you improve your prose using Raptor Write. And let us know. Leave comments if there's things you would like to see me address. Leave comments under this video, like and share. And join us at the Future Fiction Academy. We have lots of free content for you here on the YouTube channel. And we have a wonderful community that can help you make the most of your AI writing.